Hey, it's Jason at fireplaceblowersonline.com. Sitting here with Jim. We had another interesting project in the shop today. So this blower replaces the larger Regency blowers, the 910-175 that you're going to find on the FP90 Classics and the Excaliburs. So we've mounted our new replacement blower to the original Regency bracket. So we'll go through a couple things on that in a second. But I'm going to pan over here real quick and just kind of show you the old blower, kind of talk about a few things on this guy. Very expensive OEM replacement blower. It was actually a 2-speed blower. Obviously this video will age, but prices right now here in 2023 are about $500 to $600 through most suppliers. So very expensive replacement blower. Still a nice motor, but not nearly as powerful as the one that we replaced it with. When you purchase the complete kit, it's kind of a rat's nest of wiring as well, but there is a speed controller included with the original one. There is a temperature sensor. It's got a power cord on it. So what we've done is we've taken the original bracket off the original motor. Jim's kind of worked a little bit of magic to kind of clean things up a little bit. A couple things to point out. This blower is a little longer than the original one. So you will see if I pan in here, we've used 3 self-tapping screws. And we've had to re-tap those because the original mounting holes aren't going to line up. So kind of make note of that. If I can turn the fan housing a little here, you'll actually see if I turn it around, have Jim help me out. The flange of those blowers actually stick a little higher. That's how the original one was too. So what you normally want to do if you're doing this for the first time is we actually take like a Sharpie, will indicate where the original fan wheels were and how high above the actual bracket it was. And that'll give you some context to how that blower's got to get reinstalled. But the self-tapping screws in this case actually work better rather than tapping and drilling. So just keep in mind that you've got a few holes to drill out. And then Jim, I'll have you turn this guy around again. The gasket material that was on the original bracket was still in good shape, so we didn't have to replace that. So that seal is there. A couple more things to point out. Let me just turn this around. Obviously, the original bracket has got the rubber standoff feet. It's got holes on each side that mount over pins. So it's important that we reuse this original bracket because that's going to let the blower kind of mount back in place. So Jim's going to flip it over again. We're gonna light this thing up. We're going to apply a little heat to the sensor. Very powerful blower. So the original one I think is rated at 1.1 or 1.2 amps. This is a 2 amp motor. So this guy definitely throws off some heat. The noise doesn't really always translate on a microphone on a phone here. We're videotaping this from the iPhone. But this guy's probably throwing out, I'd say, close to 300 CFM, where maybe the original one was about 200. We've gotten rid of the 2-speed setup, so we're basically just controlling the full speed of the blower through the speed controller. No more high-low speed if yours originally had that. And we pre-wire a new harness and everything together to a new power cord. So great setup. A little bit of cost savings, going to save you a couple $100 over purchase of the original one and get you into a blower that's ball bearing and more powerful than the original one. So if you got any questions, you can always call us back, 262-989-4882, or hit us up at support@fireplaceblowersonline.com. Thanks again, guys.